trash, it should.
Oh no, and then you bring it, back to the house.
Two at home instead of one then.
Well, I got romaine lettuce.
Okay.
And I have romaine at home also from Costco. Oh, it might have had a cabbage. I keep for a while, and I got a corned beef in my freezer. Yeah, she said the red cabbage one. No, I'm just saying, you know, what I have to pick if they ask me for some silly thing that I don't know what it is. They better. Rob says they're all labeled.
Go ahead.
No, I meant salad. So anyway, and you can just put your hat on top of your hairnet too when you're done. So there you go.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
I will.
Is that a GoPro? Is that
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get one of those things.
I've got 12.
Oh, you have 12. Oh my God. You're definitely a pro there. Thank you. All right. There you go. Put on your hair there. Put on your hair. And then watch it. Now we look really cute. It is cool out.
Oh man, he got a beard net too. We should have grown a beard so we can get one of those.
Yeah.
Dad. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You look funny.
Thank you.
So do you? We all look funny.
If I got it on the wrong way there.
Family and friends, I do not want to see us on the internet.
On the internet? Yeah, you're all in. Okay.
Establishing the ground rule.
Funny on the internet.
Just say you were getting ready to go to the operating room.
We won't even notice you. They won't even know.
Yeah, won't know it's you.
Yeah.
Up north.
Oh, look at
so you can talk to the hand, huh?
That's how we had the News Channel 5 guy coming.
Yeah, right?
I said, he from Channel 5.
Cabbage. Oh, that's the guy. I thought he was maybe a Marine, but he must be the photographer.
Yeah, he's from Channel 5. Yeah, I saw him driving in a car.
You were going to be in the news?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what called the second tour.
Oh, I broke my glasses.
Oh, you did. The lens is gone. Do you have another pair?
The lens is in the pocket. Just the ones I have on. Here's the lens. Yeah.
Probably won't stay in. You aren't supposed to lose anything in the field.
Yeah, put it back in. Somebody will be.
I'm not going to want to wash my hands. It's probably cold. She's being hard to get along with. Huh? I'll smile.
Look at Bob.
You want somebody to take your picture on your camera?
Sure.
Yeah,
why
okay.
not?
Rob, you're designated. He's
Is
the
that right?
cameraman. Got to get yourself. No. Rob's taking video. Jackie's free, so she's got her hands in her pockets.
All right.
Great. Thanks.
Sure.
I can't imagine washing my hands. That sounds awful.
Yeah, they're going to be.
You got to push your sleeves up. I don't want to get my hose wet. My cuff is tight. I have all kinds of problems. I can undo the Velcro. My one underneath is kind of tight.
Yeah, so the pilot that the statue was Robert C. Fowler, and the place where his statue is was the first place
Yeah.
the first place anybody landed an airplane, and he was in 1911 in Yuma, and he flew across the U.S. From California to I don't know, Florida. Yeah.
I asked him that question. He went home and looked it all up.
No, I just read it as I was walking down to the thing.
Robert Fowler?
Fowler. Yeah. He got a plane from the Wright brothers and flew it across. Then he designed his own planes.
Oh, it's cold water. Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
What do you got? Oh, all the water's gone.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, God, I thought they'd have some warm water. I can't get this, Rob, you're shaking it.
Huh?
I can't get it. Where is it?
You have to personally eat it.
Push the thing at the bottom.
I know, I did.
Okay. Oh, were we supposed to get the gloves over here?
Yes, sir. You know, most of my
All right, thank you.
people would love the hairnet.
Not quite. Really not.
Uh-oh, mine broke. I think he probably wants candid stuff, maybe.
I was joking.
Yeah.
Just talk.
I don't even know what all of it is because we don't even grow all of it. What do you grow? We grow broccoli.
Where'd my bags go? Oh, they're there. I found them.
Bags are in there.
Pocket. Thank you.
What do you have to pick?
Kale and basil.
Red leaf lettuce and a head of bok choy.
Are you going to carry the knife?
I don't know if I can be trusted.
Oh.
Oh, we go as partners?
You can have your own knife if you like.
Yeah, get your knife. I don't know.
Thank you.
Be very careful. They're
I might need help.
Mine's a little rusty.
No, we don't.
We want to be surprised.
We want to be surprised. Yeah, this is my third, and the other two were early, so we're kind of thinking this one will be a little early too.
Do you have one of each now?
I
or-
do,
Okay, so you don't really care what?
Just healthy. That's
Right
all we
on.
On the
want.
spinach, do you cut it off or do you pull the whole plant? Or?
What's best is if you just kind of take a bunch and grab it towards the bottom, and then take your knife and cut towards it. Try not to get your knife in the dirt, but just about at the dirt.
Ready? On the card.
I need leaf lettuce and bok choy. What do you need?
You go up to the lady with the thing. You have to get in line. She's gonna hand it to you. She's gonna give you a slip. Yeah. Get in.
Cabbage. I think I want to get a cabbage for myself, but I'll see what else is here before I decide. Oh, look at
This
it
is
all.
lettuce and bok choy you gotta get.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you're kind of going to mine. Oh, mixed baby lettuce. That's what I think I'll maybe
We
take
move a
for
lot of
myself.
export stuff to like Saudi Arabia and places like that. Yeah, and
I'm supposed to get.
but most of our hay, I steal. Some of our summer hay we export.
I opened mine and
Are high quality.
These are actually called lettuce knives. There are other knives for different things, but these are lettuce knives.
You don't want it.
bunching onions. How do you know what's ready and what isn't? You know?
Yeah, they've had
And look at the sign and then just kind of walk. And when you get to where you're looking and finding the thing you need, feel free to just kind of, pop over if you like. Not a big peels on it. You just watch the plant.
Radish, parsnips,
So it's kind of fun. It's a good sketch.
broccoli,
my knife. I better carry it like this
Finish,
away
yeah.
from me.
radishes, and
So that's all right. Go ahead and just look
I might get a head of box.
you can see the signs on there. It looks like most of the stuff is on this one here. You can see on this
There you go.
line.
And even if you're doing a new car, it's really good. Like, we went to school as a farmer.
If they have it on
There you go.
No, they're not really. I would take maybe a couple of these here. Just grab them underneath the root and kind of just cut it under there. Over here. Now, where you are, what's that? This is going to be, I think, lettuce. Okay. It might be romaine. It's just starting.
No, it's head lettuce.
That head?
Yep.
Thanks, Clint. My husband only grows this stuff, and I just kind of pretend.
And if they need head lettuce, there's head lettuce down there that's
Okay,
ready.
there are some good
Yeah.
head lettuce down there. If there's not a sign by it, it's not red.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent.
Yep, just
So
keep going.
So what can you tell me about kale?
Kale, nothing. I don't grow it.
That's what she said back there. Okay. This is like big on the Food Channel, you know.
Right. Oh,
And,
yeah. They say it's really, really good for you.
Yes.
Yep.
I was thinking I might get a
Yeah, I have enough trouble getting my kids
Oh, there it is.
broccoli and salad. We're working on that.
Well, they even baked it in the oven to make chips.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, this is a really great idea. I think it's just wonderful. No, it really is. I'm from Connecticut, so.
Well, you're glad to be here then.
Oh, here's my kale.
What do you have, Rob?
This is kale.
Oh, that's what Fran's been wanting to know. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Fran. She's
Yeah,
been
no.
asking and asking. That's what you needed?
Huh?
You needed kale? I need red leaf lettuce.
You want through or something?
I guess I'll put my thing in the bag. Try not to get the knife in the dirt. Ooh, it's sharp.
Oh, did they say that?
Wait, you're not taking the whole thing?
Yeah, red leaf lettuce. It's the whole thing.
They said not to get the knife in the dirt?
That's what they're saying.
Oh, I just stuck it in. I just stuck it in the dirt.
The knife, hardly.
Huh?
Oh yeah, you gotta cut it off at the base. I
I'm,
my bag. I got a nice big head. Ooh, is it nice?
Huh?
I got a nice big head. What do you need?
I messed
This
up.
the whole thing I want?
Yeah, you cut it from the bottom.
The whole thing.
What is it?
This is lettuce of some kind.
If there's not a sign, it's not red. So we got.
Hey? What, you got beets?
A
Oh,
bunch
beets.
a bunch of beets.
A whole bunch you get.
Well, I picked 2. I'm gonna do one more. So that's a bunch of beets.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Huh?
Bob didn't get his party.
I got a bunch of beets and carrots. Oh, this is
I don't know. I stuck my knife in the dirt, and then my mom said they told us not to get them dirty.
Oh, yeah, but it depends on what you're picking. Cause I asked her and she said.
What?
Did you see Rob pick kale, Fran? Did you see it?
Oh, the decorative that just goes on the plate. You can't eat that one.
Okay.
I asked the guy about kale. Yep.
I picked my lettuce real nice right down at the base. I got a nice head.
Hey, hold my.
All right. Uh-huh.
So I can stick this in the
In the bag.
bag.
The cameraman taking pictures.
Uh-huh.
So now I need some carrots.
Yeah.
And my shoe was in the
Mud.
I'm used to it. Exactly. Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys finding everything?
I'm looking for the basil.
The basil and the herbs are down there.
Great. Thank you. Beets. What else? That's it. You gotta roll in.
And then you could go take this other bag now and put whatever you want.
Just take a bunch there and.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Right.
Ooh, excuse me. All right, I like basil. I don't see it though.
I gotta get Bob for you. I don't even know how to. Right here. Get it right from the bottom. Okay, I'll just cut it for you. Okay.
Got it at the bottom.
You have to get over there.
Thank you. I left one leaf.
You just kind of put it in the bunches. You want to do that, or is that good?
Yes.
Put the cards
Yeah, I think so. It's fine. Yeah.
Now we can turn around.
You would think so. It just.
I don't have good luck with mine either. They told me I don't.
Excuse me. peas and carrots. That's nice. I got it. Thank you. Okay. Right. Yeah. Thank you. You got it. Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's for if you're going to buy a car.
Then I pick my slots for the cab.
Romaine lettuce. Yeah, it's over here.
All the lettuces are
Right here.
towards the front.
Okay.
Hey.
Find
Is there-
anything?
Yeah. Well, I didn't find any basil I was
There
supposed to
is a
get.
titty.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Where's are there peas in the snap peas?
Bush peas. But I don't think they're ready because there's only flowers on them. See the white flowers?
Uh huh. Yeah, I
And
don't
then
see
you
any
get
peas.
the-
Need help? Are you all right?
No, we're just talking about the peas. I said they're only flowers. There's no peas on them yet.
You know, a lot of this is planted for different stages as well, I think, so
Yeah.
Uh huh.
you kind of
I was gonna get the peas and carrots.
enough to cover us through. They're not supposed to put a sign out on them unless they're ready.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, you
Go
got
ahead.
the GoPro.
Huh? Yeah.
That's awesome. I
Hey.
just got one of those. I haven't used it yet.
I got 12.
You got 12 of them?
Yeah. You see, they got the quadricopters you can put the GoPros on now too.
Yeah, I've seen those. The city of Yuma has one, but another station, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You make a lot of business with them? Or?
Yeah, I do. I was doing a lot of just like video mapping of areas, and then I was doing different things, going through the border patrol checkpoints and stuff.
YouTube video, actually.
Yeah.
You drove anyone all the way to the McDonald's in Hilo Bend?
Went through. Went to the Mexican Federal Highway too. Here, I was gonna make the pages a little more convenient too, with and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw those.
And I was gonna put some maps in there so you can click on the certain area and go to it. We're gonna sync that up.
No. No, I'm fine. Yep.
Okay.
You need one more thing.
Yeah, for the band, was it? Yeah, well, she was talking about how that was the day you guys went up, I think, right? Yeah. How was it? It was awesome. Yeah, they told me it was going to be surprised for me. Yeah, they're like, we have a good time.
Okay.
Like where you are.
Yep.
Okay. Are they more and I just cut those leaves off and
Okay. Cabbage.
good. No, I think there's still some openings. Yeah, there's still there. It goes through.
We supposed to put our stuff in there?
This is the stuff that you picked off of that yellow card.
Okay. And put the card in there?
Yourself, you're gonna keep with
Okay.
you. Are y'all done with your knife?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All done with that?
Okay.
The one with that you picked for the school, that's what goes here. If that's for you, it's gonna go with you on the bus. Okay, got the beets and carrots. Yep. You're welcome.
They gave me a card. They didn't have the stuff out there.
Okay.
No.
I'm going over here to kick my foot.
I went to hear their country, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money for, but they had these cutest little.
Want to bring your bag over here? I'll mark them. Put them underneath the You with somebody else?
Yep.
Maybe right here. Maybe you can tie them together then, okay? And then you put them in the crate, just remember where you put them at. Mitchell?
There you go. ROB.
R. There you go.
With a B.
B?
Yeah.
All
right, thanks, guys. Yeah.
Watch out for your head on the way back.
February, right?
February 15th, around there.
We're gonna have number 4, Arlie and Ryan.
Oh, really?
This one's on and put it underneath the bottom. You got another middle initial?
Oh, no, ma'am. No.
We'll try.
I was trying to stamp it, but that
Didn't work, no.
Packed it in there a little word, probably.
Well, they said don't, but to get where I needed to go.
Yeah,
With the traction, it's hard.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get it out at all. It's gonna be coming out of there for a while as you drive.
Yeah.
Better than.
Okay, I think we might be.
I'll clean them up when I get home.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
thank you
where
very
we
much.
were
Thanks
about
for
it.
Initials and put them underneath the bottom.
Okay, put F on F.
Watch out for your head though.
Sneaker on the side of the tire. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it didn't me. Oh, mine came.
It's going to be fun cleaning these things. They're sweet. Oh well. big trash sneakers. Alright, you take the gloves and the hairnets and...
They've got a bucket over there. There's one behind you too, right there.
Get on the bus already?
I don't see him out here. I've been looking around.
Okay. My initials? PJB.
Oh, okay.
The driver would put your nose in the bag.
Okay.
We tried that.
Now, where do we put
Underneath the box.
underneath the
Watch
host
out.
knife?
Just remember where you put it, okay?
Okay.
40,000 bags.
Just remember where you put it.
I've got the leafy green stuff in it.
I put mine under the bus. I threw mine under the bus. How about you?
Eddie Harrison, EDDIEHARRISON.
And can you tell me a little bit about what's going on here today?
Well, this is the tours that has been started over the last few years and has really turned into being quite a major event in addressing in the knowledge of what we do here in Yuma in the vegetable industry and ag industry.
What's the importance of giving these, most of them are winter visitors, the chance to come out here to the field and pick up their agriculture?
Well, I think they really enjoy it and they appreciate more of actually, instead of just buying it in a store, they actually see it in the field. And it's amazing also is how many, as you talk to them, have heritage in the ag business that moved away maybe years ago from that, but have a heritage that goes back to ag.
And what does it mean to you as a farmer to bring these people out here and just feel your own personally?
Well, I think it's always good that they can see kind of from our perspective and what we're doing on a everyday basis. I think it helps inform them of it's not as easy as going to the store, to buy it. That's the way I look at it.
How big and how important is agriculture to you?
Well, it's huge in my mind. We've been in this business our whole life, and without agriculture, it really, what is you to me.
Is there anything else you like to add?
No, it's good.
What farm are you in charge of?
Pardon me?
What farm are you?
Harrison Farms.
Harrison Farms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison Family Farms.
All right. Awesome.
Not good at that.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Hey, 10 seconds to go. If you see us on the other side, 10 seconds to go. Everyone looks good.
would always have I'll go get him. See ya, Toby. Thanks, you too. Don't work too hard. Sorry. Come on down.
Now you're a normal.
You want to put that on the other side, sir?
No, I was in front.
Oh, I got it.
Rituals?
All right, is you guys on the bus here?
I'm not considering my details.
What is it?
tie them together.
Get back be easier for you. No, we're waiting, that's all.
All right, we'll get going here. Eddie's gonna hopefully take you guys. If you have extra time, we might take you to the gin, so it'll be good. They're doing some ginning right now.
All right,
That's
gin.
a rarity. We haven't had anybody get it. The cotton.
Cotton gin, yeah.
Just go ahead and get on there like that.
Yeah. So
Isn't that cool?
it'll be kind of fun.
That's okay.
You want me to take a picture of you too?
Oh, that'd be very
I can do that.
Very nice.
Okay. You are the best.
Oh, you're kidding. No.
Yeah, all right.
Perfect. Tell me if you like it. I don't have my glasses on. Tell me if that looks good.
You get to see something a little extra.
Oh, I stopped. I said, you know what? I didn't do it. Don't you have a sub finder? Is that you use a sub finder so they can just plug in, but they'll call you last minute. Yeah.
Tabulator.
Oh, ours was called a sub finder, and it was the same thing. You just plugged it in. And,
When it buzzes, you just
yeah. And I used to write on it. Do not call me. Only through sub finder.
Do you write your initials on those?
Is it only elementary?
I think what,
she put something here,
okay.
but I don't know. Not bad.
You're smart. I was doing high school, and I was like,
Oh, there it is, yeah. Uh-huh. All right.
oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they were bad. I'm like, no, I've been around this business forever. Don't tell me you don't know what I'm doing. They think I'm a 7 and they're like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Exactly. Like, sorry. All right, go ahead and get on the bus and I'll give you their last hurrahs here.
Okay.
And then we'll tell you what you got to send off here.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You look like a farm lady.
Yeah, me.
088. Hi.
Hey there.
Did you have fun?
Uh-huh.
What'd you pick to take home?
I was trying to get carrots and peas, but the peas weren't ready, so I got a cabbage, carrots and cabbage.
I got cabbage and cilantro.
I don't like cilantro. You know that?
Yeah. Does a friend.
Yeah.
He said to keep about a week. Nobody does but Dad and I, but I figured keep and I'll have something Mexican after she leaves.
See, I'm not the youngest guy here.
You know? The photographer.
Yeah.
He's on the tour bus.
Huh?
He's on the bus.
He's on Channel 5.
One lady.
Hello. All right. Good job. Hope you guys have a good time. Yeah, it's kind of a little muddy, but that's part of the experience. I get mud on my driveway every day, so I guess we both tracking it everywhere. But what you're gonna do now is Eddie's gonna take you out to his operation. He's gonna stay with you until about 11:15. You're gonna be coming out to AWC, and then I'll meet you back out there at AWC for our lunch. And we'll try to make sure our boots are a little cleaner, I guess. AWC, we had a little mud at AWC yesterday, so we'll try to make sure we're kind of scraped off before we get into the building, I guess. But I'll see you out there then. Have a good one. Thank you.
Good morning.
I worked one without any trailer.
Well, I'll just tell a little bit about our operation. My name's Eddie Harrison, and the people helping you there were mainly my daughter and I say 3 sons. I have 2 sons, but Clint Duke that was also here, he's kind of like my other son, and I've known him since he was born. And so it's a family run farm, and we grow a wide range of vegetables during the wintertime, and in the summertime we grow corn, cotton, alfalfa, wheat, Sudan grass, occasionally melons and things like that, but mainly during the wintertime. Basically lettuce, romaine, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, and that's our main core of vegetables. We grow mixed lettuce and red onions and some smaller items, but that's kind of the core of our business. And we are growers, not shippers. We grow 4 different shippers, which is the Tanamer and Animal Company. We grow for Bonapac or Betaravia Farms, and then for Ready Pack. And you've probably seen all of that stuff in a grocery store at one time or the other. But anyway, so with that, if there's any questions, we're going to go, I'll tell you where we're headed. We're headed to where I was born, in the North Gila Valley, and and we're harvesting celery and lettuce there today. And so with that, I will answer any questions if there's any questions. Go ahead. Yeah, 95 to 70. Go ahead.
The lady said we might be going to the country today because they're open. Usually they're not going, but they've got a chance today.
His question is more about fertility and fertilizer issues. What we do is we have a huge compost program, and it's getting harder and harder because there's really only one large feed yard left in the Yuma area, and so we actually will bring compost from the Imperial Valley, and we've even brought it out of the Phoenix area. But we use it's all, we used to use raw manure back in the old days, but of course that doesn't follow food safety standards anymore. So now everything is composted and so forth. So we run about 20,000 tons of compost a year, and in combination with your regular fertilizer. And most of the fertilizer goes on the vegetables. We can grow pretty much our cotton. We put very little fertilizer on cotton after produce. And wheat, we grow a durum wheat, which in our area, even behind produce, requires quite a bit of nitrogen to ensure our protein and quality in the durum. And corn, of course, takes a little bit fertilizer too. So it's fertilized pretty much year round, whatever's growing. But some crops not as much as others. But produce pretty much. Celery, I can tell you, growing celery, you fertilize every time you water, and you water a lot. And like I said, when you're in doubt, just water and fertilize celery, and you can't go wrong. And so yes, we use a lot of fertilizer. And we do have some ground. We have 240 acres that we have just converted part of it, 80 acres last year, and we're in the process right now of converting to organic. And so now that's a whole different ballpark there of different. We use a lot of chicken pellets and stuff like that, ground up fish, that all of it's cooked and is considered organic. Any more?
Is anybody in the area using GPS?
Question is on the GPS technology. I would say I think everyone now. You know, the GPS first came, and like you see, most of the roads are nice and straight and stuff like that. That was the first thing that really came into, and now most of our actual land leveling and stuff is done with GPS also. So we actually have some tractors that run 2 units in them, and one of them is keeping it straight and one of it's keeping the levels. Yeah, but a lot of technology, GPS technology.
The crop dusters that fly at night. Pardon me? The crop dusters that fly at night. How do they get around?
As we say, those boys have big cojones. But the crop dusting deal goes way back, and is mainly done in the vegetable industry at night, and it's cooler in the summer at night to fly, but it's mainly because all the harvest crews that are out, it's just become kind of an evening night project, and so that's why it's done. And then it seems to be our kill on insects is always better at night. And so yeah, it looks pretty scary out there, these guys doing that with all the power lines, and it's amazing what they do, and we wouldn't know what to do without them either. So pricing, she asked on pricing on the vegetables, how that determined. It's supply and demand, just like anything else. But the industry has moved to a lot of contract type pricing, where they contract for a year out, and that's set at usually not at a very necessarily advantageous return, but that's what, the Walmarts and all of the big stores, they want to get their supply set at a certain price and go from there. They still raise the price, even though they bought it at this price, when they know when the price goes up and goes down. So it leaves, we probably in our operation, I'm gonna say 65 to 65 maybe, depending on different one of the crops. 65% of it is contracted, maybe more of it. Most of the baby mix stuff that you see that's all in the bag, most of that's all contract type stuff. And in some companies we take a percentage of that ownership, and some companies we don't. But it's still supply and demand that really, if it's real, like we would like to say right now, because the markets since we started harvesting the first week of November have been very poor. And about the only thing, we've had really excellent growing weather, so all the crops look real good, and that's usually when your prices to us are the worst, is when everything's good. And so, but it's nice to, like last year, November and December, to give you an idea, was probably we sold everything for those 2 months at the cost of packing or underpacking, so there was no return to the farm. But then it was just like first of the year with the cold weather and different issues, mildew and stuff. January, February, and March were some of the best months we've ever had, and so when you take the whole year as an average, we did very well last year. And so now we're kind of in that same boat, but January it didn't turn around, so we're still in the kind of bad market situation right now, especially with the East Coast being froze. We can't get trucks back there, and so it just ties everything up. And you see these big storage, if you go by the coolers, these are big cold rooms, they only still can hold so much, and so we fill them up and then we got to get rid of it. And so, and it seems that in most cases we just keep cutting. You can say, well, why don't we quit cutting or quit harvesting, and it's just not something we do. We keep doing it every day. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's the procedure for controlling weeds?
For weeds? Well, usually it's an interesting thing with lettuce and your leafy products. We're still dealing with 2 to 3 products that go back 30 plus years. They've not developed any newer products. Like we have a bayland, curb, one of them's kind of a grass, one's a broadleaf, and we can use some grass killers over the top, but most of that's just done with pre-plant herbicide. And as you know, in the organic side of it, it's just all hand labor. And so the only thing that's nice about organic growing here in Yuma, it's warm enough during the summertime. We do what we call solarizing, that we will cover the beds with plastic, and it heats that soil to, I think it's 100 and I'm not sure about that, 150 degrees or so for 45 days, and it'll kill everything in there. And so that's kind of herbicide. We've had some hail damage over the years, but as for Mother Nature, issues is more at planting time. You know, if we're trying to get it out of the ground and we get like especially early in the season, we can get still some September monsoons, and so they can kind of hamper some of our stands and stuff in the beginning. We've had 2 years ago, it was so cold out east, especially. Actually, we had some broccoli that was killed from multiple nights of 10, 12 degree weather. Because most of this stuff is kind of a tropical. Your vegetables are somewhat tropical, so they don't like cold weather. And that's what we need right now, is a little cold weather to kind of slow things down. And that kind of what we'll hope for in a situation market thing, like you're saying there is if we were to get a real strong cold front come in here, slow everything down, keeps the workers out of there till 10, 11 o'clock, noon, we can't get that much to the market, and so the price goes up. But really damaging wise with weather, a lot of moisture, heavy dews, we get mildew, but most of them are not crop, we don't lose the crop.
Of course, I'm way at the back. Can you talk to us about the irrigation? I understand that some of the irrigation canals are running one way, some are running the other, and some are salinated and some are desalinated and all that kind of stuff. Can you talk about that?
Okay, we'll talk about the some of the drainage canals that are the salinity canals. Most of that is groundwater that has been pumped from the ground and then is discharged into the canal. It is brought down and delivered. Most of that water goes straight to an area, it's in Mexico, the Rio Salada, which is is turned into be kind of a reserve down there, and so that water is just pumped because you have to pump some of it out because of the water table issue, and then you put fresh water on top, which keeps the ground from salting up, because the salt can come up and then as we know, salt's not healthy to grow in. And then the other canals, it just depends on the way the ranch is laid out. You'll have ditches running north and south or east and west, and that's just kind of usually is. Truthfully, most of your winter crops are grown on a bed that you notice are mostly always running east and west, or I mean running north and south. So if your configuration of the ditches are easier, if your ditches are on the south end or north end, because most of the leveling, most of the leveling done here is dead level. There's no fall in this soil because it drains well in the Yuma area, and that's something that you don't see if you go to the Imperial Valley area. It has a lot of fall in it, and then they have drainage systems that the water runs through and then out the other end into these drain canals, and goes into. They have develop some pump back areas over there, and also some holding ponds, but still most of that water runs into the Salton Sea. But here with our drainage, we can dead level, and surface water percolates very well here.
On the Salton Seas, I hear it's dying.
What's that?
Salton Seas is dying?
Salt cedars?
No, Salton Seas is dying.
Oh, Salton Sea? And what about the Salton Sea?
It's dying. I hear the water level's dropping lots.
Yes, they have done some that the water level has dropped there. The Salton Sea, depending on who you talk to, has said the Salton Sea's been dead for a while. You know, there's no fish and stuff in there because of the high salinity. It's probably the most salty, probably one of the most salty or contaminated water situations. When I farmed in Imperial Valley, there was lots of talk about what they needed to do. They were going to build a dike in the middle, but the politics in that, the Brawley, the north end, northwest side, that's some of your primo produce ground and your warm ground, and so if you were to put a dike up and try to move that water around, you lose that insulation that lake forms, and then you can bet that'll be a huge salt slick with prevailing northerly winds that blow you know, out of the north, then you would be spreading that over that ground. So there's a lot of political issues when you come to the Salton Sea, and I went there for 5 years and came running back with my tail tucked between my legs. I didn't, Pure Valley wasn't good to me. But anyway, it's a great valley, good bunch of farmers over there. I say a good farmer in Pure Valley can come over here and be a very good farmer, and a good farmer from Yuma, he'll go over there and have some lessons to learn. And that's complimenting those guys, because I know a lot of them. So.
With your workers, how many hours a day?
We start planting wheat anywhere from middle of December till 1st of March. You know, the way our yields are very poor on the late planted wheat, but that's just one of the few rotation crops that most of us have in this area. So rather than this